NXT Level Deer Supplements. I'm Nate Clark.
I'm Scott Christensen, and we want to welcome you to year 2 of the Velvet Gains series put on by our partners, Chasing the Dream. I hope you enjoy.
Let them grow.
All right, my buddy Austin and I are up at the ranch today. He was up here and helped me with one of these videos a couple years ago, and we're at the Little Alfalfa Field to start and filming the June update for the Velvet Gains series. And this feeder's bone dry. There's 2,500 pictures in the last 2 weeks, so I'm kind of excited to see if there's been some decent bucks here. Based off a couple of the cell cams, there's been a lot more better bucks showing up the last half of June, so get all the cards pulled today, and hopefully there's some good ones on it. All right, we're at the bullpen now. We got the Big Bucks Plus feeder, and they've been hammering this one. There's a couple of young bucks that I recognize from the last couple of years that have been hitting this just about every night. So get this filled back up, and we'll move it down to the creek bottom. All right, we're at the creek feeder now. Some of the better bucks have been showing up here the last few weeks. So there's one 5-year-old that I know for sure I've had the last couple years. He's never been anything real special. He looks a little bit cooler this year, just hasn't gotten a whole lot bigger. Added a couple stickers and not much mass. He's pretty spindly, but there's a few more bucks that we're hoping will show up here before too long. So got cameras set back up and a cell cam so I can see when the cows are here and get some feed back in the feeder and be good to go. Down at the windmill bottom now. We haven't had a camera here yet this year because the cows were in once we started the Velvet Gains series, but I put one up a couple weeks ago and we're actually getting a bunch of pictures of a buck that I'm getting 2 miles away. I'm kind of surprised that he's back and forth between these two sites as regular as he's been. So I just swapped out with a better camera and we're gonna fill the feeder up, do the mineral site, and then head to that spot where he's been showing up a bunch. Down in the corridor plot right now, and we've had a pretty good bachelor group of bucks down in here and a couple good looking, I'm guessing 4-year-olds, and then some that I know are 3 hitting this pretty often, and they're coming down here quite a bit in daylight too. So feeder's completely empty and I filled it 2 weeks ago, so they're hammering it, and there was 2,200 pictures on the camera that I just pulled. So swap the cards out and get the feeder filled back up for them, and then hopefully some other bigger deer move in here. All right, we're down at the West Canyon right now. I pulled this card a couple weeks ago, just put the camera up a few weeks ago. I don't know if I had it in the last video or not, but a couple weeks ago there was one pretty decent buck. I think I know who it is. If it's him, he's a 6-year-old, just not anything real special. So just pulled the card on here. Hopefully there's some better bucks on it. All right, we're about to head into the little pond that I've got the feeder on and been getting pictures of bucks all throughout the daylight coming to get a drink. But we're shooting the interview out here. We don't want to go in there and blow the deer out too much. We're just going to try to sneak in there quietly, swap the cards, and get back out. So we'll see what's on this camera. Okay, last spot of the day is the saddle feeder. Got the feeder filled back up and put some mineral in, swap the card in the camera, and we're done for the day. That's the June update for velvet gains. Thanks for watching.